Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, My Take. Thank you so much for being my supporter. Thank you so much for the 1,240 subscribers in 1 month. Thank you so much. You know, I'm very grateful to each one of you. It's amazing to just connect with you guys. So thank you so much. And please do me a favor when you watch my videos, share them, drop them in your favorite groups, your family WhatsApp groups, and anywhere else that you think people would enjoy the kind of things that I talk about. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gina Yako and this is my channel, My Take. Now, I just wanted to show you guys my Christmas tree, just briefly over here. You know, I love my tree, you know. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah, I love my tree. I decorated my tree immediately after Thanksgiving and I had a good time. So guys, today I wanted to talk about a very difficult topic. And this is a topic so many of us can relate to, whether you're a Kenyan back in Kenya or a Kenyan in the diaspora, whether you're an African, whether an immigrant in the United States, an immigrant in Europe, you can relate with me. Anywhere, you can relate with me. Now, I was going to talk about a very difficult topic, especially this month of December. And this is about the entitlement of that people have with your money. And this topic is not supposed to bash anybody, but really it's for us to vent about some of the struggles we face with people who expect us, even people you don't know, expecting you to be the one to take care of them, and that is crazy to me. It got to a point where I was like, okay, dear Lord, yes, I'm a born again Christian, and yes, I love God. God loves me. Actually, I like to brag on the fact that God loves me. I love life. I love my friends. I love my family. I love people around me. I love to have healthy people around me. And I'm one person, one of my weakest points is that I'm very kind. That is a fact. Yes, I can be salt and pepper. I can be very fierce, but one thing I know is that I ride hard for my friends and I'm very, very compassionate. Now, I'm something most people will call an empath. And an empath is not a weak person. We just try to understand people's situations. We try to understand where people are coming from. And most of the time we are very heartbroken because we tend to wear our hearts on the sleeves. We try to not think of ourselves only. And sometimes I regret why God made me an empath. Why? Because I can't even change it. I've been trying to change it lately, but it's very hard. It's very hard when someone comes crying to you that they've been hungry, they've not had anything to eat for a few days, and then you don't want to do anything. In my head, I'm like, you know, I can send $10. $10 can buy something. They can eat something, or if they're in Kenya, the exchange rate is okay. You can send even 500 shillings for them to eat something. But the problem with this is that people take advantage of that. People know that if I go to Gina and I ask her for 200 Kenyan shillings, which is only $2, that Jean is just gonna give them. And I don't want that. Yes, 200 shillings is something I can easily give somebody. However, I'm not gonna give it to you just out of integrity now. I used to do that, but I can't do that anymore because of integrity. This 200 shillings, when you count them, if you give 200 shillings to say 1,000 people, you're adding up. It's 200,000, that's $2,000. You're adding up. One thing I've realized about most wealthy people, they don't just give this petty cash, giving people money. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg, can you give me this? Warren Buffett, can you give me $20? No, they don't do that. Yes, they do donate to charity, which they get the money back when they file their taxes, but they don't just go around dishing this amount of money. But people like me and you, we sit there and every month you're spending maybe $500 just giving people money, donating money to people who really don't care about you. When you write on Facebook that you're sick, they don't care. They don't even come to check on you. They don't care. But when they need help, they're there wanting your help. In 2020, this has been a big struggle. One of the things we did, I ran an organization called Queens of the Nile, Inc. And this is a non-profit, and we registered it in 2019, and it's up and running. when COVID happened, we did a food drive and we were able to feed 217 families in Kenya with food work 1 month, because I didn't want to do those little food stuffs that are going to take 2 days and then somebody's coming back to you. I wanted to do something that can cushion people 1 month, and me and my team were able to coordinate this so well with the donations from my friends on Facebook and my friends here in the US and my friends in Kenya. All these donations came together and we were able to feed 217 families with $5,500. After this, we did the food drive in 3 phases and we finished it. The only problem with this is that now after that, people think Jean is someone who gives people help. When somebody's having a lawsuit somewhere, they come to me to help them. How am I going to help you with a lawsuit? I'm also working. I'm also doing things. I'm also trying to just survive just like you. I'm in my 30s. I'm also just trying to live. Just because we did something, just because a few people came to me and I was able to give 500 here, 200 here, 1,000 here, 10,000 here, and that kind of amount, doesn't mean that I always have this money just sitting, you know. I have people who come to me and some of them are genuine. Some of them they really do need help. Like you can tell somebody really needs help, but they're coming to you at a time when you don't have it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. And one thing I'm learning to do is the art of saying no. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You don't know this person. This is a random stranger coming to you. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. It's a no. I used to feel guilty telling people no. And I don't even know why. Yet I don't even know these people. Now, I have people coming to me. Jean, we slept hungry last night. Do you even have 200 shillings where we can just go buy food? You know, for me, one of my sensitive spots is I don't like being hungry. I mean, I can go hungry by choice, but I don't like being hungry. It's not a pleasant feeling. You all know that. Mnajua, it's not a pleasant feeling being hungry. Now imagine somebody being hungry at home with their children. Children involved. Most people have learned that used to be my soft spot. When you say you're hungry, I'm like, oh my God. Even if I don't know how much in my account, I'll just take something and just send it. And now I had to learn how to create boundaries from that, because some people are very wicked. Some people love to take advantage of you. Some people look at you like a cash cow. They look at you as their way out. They look at you like you're their savior, instead of looking at things that we also look at up to as our way out. Like, for example, if something happened to me, I know I'm not gonna go to a friend's inbox and start saying I need this amount of money, I'm sleeping hungry. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna find ways to make that extra income. I'm gonna find ways to survive. I'm gonna find ways. I have just one friend that I can ask for money, but I've been very fortunate that for the past 8 years, I've never borrowed or begged anybody money. And this is because I went through a very hard time in 2011. It was so bad, to the point where I sat down and told God, we need to make a covenant, because this can never happen to me again. We sat down and made a covenant with God, and I told God, I will never beg and borrow again. And thank God, 8 years later, I've never borrowed money from anybody, except my mortgage, of course. But I've never gone to somebody and said, hey, can you give me $200? I will return it on this day. This is a covenant I made to God. And God keeps his covenants to 1,000 generations. So I know my children and my children's children, if I ever have kids, will never beg or borrow. That's just what it is. So I feel like some people love to take advantage. Social media has created connection, but it has also created a problem that we have. Guys, let me fix my camera here because I feel like it's kind of, It's created connection, but it also created a problem. Because I run this nonprofit, I have so many people. I even have men. I even have men from, I don't know where, people I've never even seen, come to me asking me to help them pay rent. And I'm like, do I look like a millionaire? Which part of my life is showing these people that I have extra money sitting somewhere just waiting to pay people's rent? It really makes me wonder. Like, for example, and it's like I don't want to offend people. And by the way, right now I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, but I feel like I also need to speak my truth. I don't have money sitting somewhere just waiting to give people money to write a $500 check or $1,000 or this. No, I'm not. I work. I go to work. I wake up and I go to work. And yes, I do overtime so I can get extra income. Because two of my businesses that were bringing me extra income, an asshole took them. And I'm not going to get into that. And that's fine because I'm launching other businesses in 2021. I'm not one to sit down and start whining and playing victim from my circumstances. I'm the kind of person, okay, this person was shady to me. This person did me wrong. So how can I move forward? How can I do things to get better? One of the things that really hurts me are people who cry victim. I can't stand it. Yes, life has happened. Yes, somebody did you wrong. And yes, you're in a bad situation. But please stop crying to your circumstances. You've cried enough overnight. You wiped your tears. Now get up, walk boldly, and start something out to fix your situation. I am more likely to help. I don't have extra money, by the way, so don't come to me, inboxing me, asking me for money. I don't. I'm not a member of parliament. I'm not a politician. I'm just a regular girl who works here, works very hard. If I need extra money, I do overtime. Yes, I have days when I work. I have times when I work 60 hours because I need extra money. I'm one person who will do anything to survive. And anything legal, not illegal, anything legal to survive. I will wash clothes. I just cannot iron. I hate ironing. By the way, I do not like ironing. If you're my future, whatever, please do not expect me to iron. I can't. Anyway, not that I can't. I can iron. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I'd rather pay somebody to do that. But we have this culture where people like to just sit down and cry about their situations and beg for money. Beg people to do this, beg people. And then when they don't get money or help from these people, they start going to trash talk you on social media. And it's not nice. Yani, I don't know, sijui watu wengine wako aje. Like you come, and I feel like speaking Luo in this because most of the people who approach me are Luos, but I also have people from other tribes who approach me. And I'm just like, is it because I did a video in my house so somebody thinks I have extra money or what? Do they know that sometimes I don't even have enough sleep? Sometimes I work so much that I don't even... This week that you're seeing me doing this video, this is the first week since March that I'm actually rested because I took just 1 week off so that I can go back to the grind and go back to my overtime because I have so many things that I need to do. But you can't be this person who's sitting in the house, sitting there, and you're plotting how Jean is going to be the one who's going to help you. It doesn't work that way. I'm more receptive to people who come to me and say, hey, Jean, I am stuck. And especially if you're a widow or an orphan. The rest of you, if you have a husband, you and your husband need to figure out what you need to do. If you're a widow or an orphan and you come to me and you tell me, hey, Jean, I need help. My kids and I are stuck. I need to start a business that I can do 1, 2, 3. Dear Kenyans, you don't need 10,000 shillings to start a business. You only think you need 10,000 shillings because you're thinking of other people who've done other things. If you're so desperate, you have no job, you have kids stuck in the house, you can get ungangano, make chapati, make beans, and go sell to Mjengo people. The Mjengo people are working right now. Go sell the beans and nyama up in the Mjengo. You don't have to sit in the house and start crying big victim. If you tell me, Jean, sponsor me to get ungangano and to get 2 kilograms of beans so I can go sell to Mjengo, I'm more likely to actually listen to you and say, you know what? Let me know how much those are. And by then I know the prices, so don't come at me. I did a food drive. I know how much a kilogram of beans is, and I know how much ungangano is. So don't even play me. So If you need that, a bag of that to go make some chapati, go sell them in Jengo. You can wash people's clothes. The problem with some people is because they were used to a certain lifestyle, so they think someone has to maintain that lifestyle, and they think Gina Yako has to step in and maintain your lifestyle for you. No, ma'am, I cannot do that, and by that I cannot pay your rent. So stop coming to me asking me to pay your rent because you're stuck. Where am I going to get the money for rent? I also have things that I need to pay here. This electricity is not free. All this stuff is not free. I also have to pay bills. We're in the same boat. You have to go find something you need to do. By the way, Nairobians, you don't have to live in Nairobi if you have no job. Why are you paying rent and you have no job? Go to Ushago and live there temporarily and get a relief. Start farming. Why are people not farming? My dad is retired. They have corn. Or maize, if you want to call it. They have maize, they're planting. My dad is 66. He turned 66 yesterday. You know, my mom is still working, but they plant corn. They have a garden for what is it called? Skuma wiki and those kind of things. Bell pepper and that kind of stuff. Why can't these young people who are able-bodied be able to plant those things? In Nyanza, we have land. We're not like other areas where they don't have ancestral land. In Nyanza, we do have land, but people just don't want to plant. They just don't want to. They don't want to puro because it's hard work. No, go and puro maize. Supply this maize to this high school. Supply this maize to this hospitals that need them. Let's get out of this culture of always wanting someone to hand out culture. It's not nice. Because sometimes I'm just like, I'm not judging you, but in my head I'm like, if I was stuck and I didn't have any way out, just because I live in America doesn't mean there's easy way out. Honey, I have to go find something to do. I can call Edna and say, Edna, can I come clean your house? So you pay me $200. Can I come do this? Can I wash your car? Can I go, like anything to just do it? If I need extra hours, let me do overtime. Let me go sign up for those 2 extra shifts. It's so painful to do overtime, but you have to. Yes, in Kenya, there's no jobs. Can we think outside the box? Can we think of other ways of getting an income other than employment? You can't just be saying you've been looking for a job for 5 years. Yes, you can still look for a job, but can you think outside the box? What do you like doing? Are you good at typing? Can you type things for people? Can you help people apply for their green cards online? Can you do something outside the box? Farming is very good. How about farm some onions and tomato? We planted onions in high school, by the way. Hey, agriculture, class of 2001. You remember those onions? By then, nobody gave us any of them. But can you do that? Can you plant onions and supply people? There's somebody in this group, Queens of the Nile, that I bought 25 kilos of onions for my mom. Of course, my mom had to give away some because my dad and mom, and of course the guard, and yeah, they're not many people, so they didn't need 25 kilos of onions. But how about think outside the box, guys? Because you know what really, really aggravates me sometimes? You find somebody starting a post, someone you've never met, just because you said no to them. They start a post on Facebook or somewhere on social media saying, these people in diaspora, why do they brag so much? Wanaringa, they don't even like helping people. Nobody owes you help. Nobody owes you help. Even your parents did their part. They don't owe you help. Your relatives don't owe you help. Your siblings don't owe you help. Nobody owes you anything. You cannot be complaining that somebody didn't help you. Who are you to them? What have you done for them? You can't be complaining Jean didn't help you, yet you've never done anything for me. You've never even said, Jean, hey, you know, everybody knows I love Royco. And people like, no, I love Ketepa, the Kenyan tea bags. Nobody has ever said, hey, Jean, I'm sending you tea bags with this person. This relative of mine is coming to the US. Here's tea bags because of what you did for me. Nothing. But then they want to go start a Facebook post saying nobody helps me. Oh, nobody helps. I waited and they didn't show up. If someone didn't show up or didn't help you on the day they agreed to help you, did you call them to ask them what's going on? What if they died? What if they're in the hospital? Why do people feel so entitled to people's money? Why do people feel so entitled to help? Nobody owes you anything. By the way, the moment you will have peace in life is the moment you will accept that nobody, it's you and the world. If you have kids, it's you, your kids, and the world, and your husband. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody has to send you money. Your siblings don't owe you money. Your siblings in the States don't owe you anything. The other day, a lady posted a very painful thing in a forum somewhere. Her sister, her big sister in Kenya, is so angry at her because she refused to send the sister some money. She has kids. She has a family. It's December. Kids expect all these things in December from their parents. And you're mad at your sister, yet you're the older one. You're mad at your sister for not helping you. Are you serious? Nobody owes you help. Nobody owes you money. You didn't work for them. If you worked for them and they didn't pay you, that's a different story. If you sold them something and they didn't buy that thing, that's a different story. But nobody owes you help. And once somebody has helped you once and you're a stranger, take it as God's favor. Stop coming back. They're not your mother. They're not your father. They're not anything. I don't like it. Once I've helped somebody, maybe I had an abundance. Maybe I got a bonus from work. And then I send you 5,000 or 2,000. Then you come back to me in 2 months asking me for money. No, I will block you. I will ignore you and you will never see my messages. I don't like people taking advantage of me. I'm not a millionaire. So stop coming to me asking me for help. You have CDF. You have community development fund or constituency development fund. Go to your member of parliament. Ask for help. Go ask for bursaries. I can't pay school fees when I'm already supporting 2 kids that really need me back in Kenya and they're both in high school. Why? The reason why I did this video is because some people write really rude things. I saw somebody wrote in our group. I actually blocked them and deleted them. Wrote in our group, "Hey, what is it with Kenyans in diaspora? These Kenyan women in diaspora. Who do they think they are? You go inbox them, yet you've never met. She's not your mother. She's not your sister. She's nothing. You've never met. You send her a message. She agrees to send you money on a particular day. On that particular day, she blocked you. Maybe because she went to your wall and she saw you drinking alcohol, drinking liquor. Usemokeoliel. Usemokeoliel means umeiwasha. It's late. It's late, baby. You're lating it and she's doing overtime and you want her to send you money. No, I will block you too. And you'll never see me again. Who do you think you are? The other day, a friend of mine came venting that somebody was asking her for money and this is a friend in Kenya. Somebody's asking for her for money, and then when she goes to the wall, this woman is live. She's roasting meat, roasting all this assortment of stuff. She's like, guys, welcome to my house. Come. So why did you need the money for? Why do people pretend on social media? Why are you con men on social media? Don't get me started about this new school con people who think they can just come and con people of thousands of money. May the tears of people you've conned ruin your life in the name of Jesus. Don't be those kind of people who con people. You sit there, you mastermind this con scheme. Someone trusts you because you begged them and even cried. You take their money, thousands of shillings, even millions, and then you disappear. It's not right. Stop it. You're sleeping in peace. You have about 4 people. You wake up, you have 4 people in your inbox, all of them wanting rent. You don't even know them. You've never spoken to them. They've never even checked on you to ask you how you're doing, but they're coming to me. But the one that pisses me off most is a grown man. A man with a family, a wife and kids, coming to me, who's also just trying to survive, asking me to help them pay rent. No, sir. You're a man. You can go to the Mjengo and beba stones for that day. You can go back to Shago and plant a little garden. By the way, you don't need a lot of land to plant onions and tomatoes. Plant. You can't be sitting every month. There's this man who, I think I blocked him finally. Every month. Jean, we don't have gas. As if I'm your husband. Even if I ignore, I'm ignoring, he still comes back. Oh, it's my kid's birthday. Am I your mother? Why are you asking me if it's your kid's birthday? I also said it's my birthday too. Happy birthday. Oh, enjoy. The next day, we don't have cooking oil. A grown man asking me for cooking oil on Facebook. No, guys, today let's speak the truth. I am tired and I'm fed up of this thing that is happening on social media online. Stop asking strangers for help and money. Yes, it's okay to ask for help, but please ask your family first. Ask your friends, your circle first. I believe a man should not even be asking for money from a woman, because I believe you're asking the woman because you know very well you're not going to pay. You know that a fellow man will beat you up until you pay. A fellow man will embarrass you. So you look at a woman as a victim or vulnerable. So you can take money from them and run away. Stop asking women for loans. Go to your fellow man in your circle and ask them for loans. It's so sickening when somebody comes to you, yani umetoka overtime. And it's COVID right now. Some of us work in COVID unit. Umechoka, your back is hurting. You're there taking a hot shower so that it can royo your shoulder. Royo means massage. You get out of the shower to go to sleep and someone is like, Jean, we are hungry. Do you have 1,000 shillings? And by the way, people who ask for specific amount, I just block you immediately. I won't even respond to you. Do you have 1,000 shillings? Who told you I have 1,000 shillings? Jean, just give me 3,000 shillings only. Only? If it's only, then how come you don't have it? Don't be like that. Don't take advantage of people's generosity, and don't come battering me up saying, Jean, you're so generous. You're such an amazing girl. I'm just checking on you. Then 2 days later, you're pouncing on me. Oh, Jean, I didn't want to tell you the other day. We're going through this. So you were saying hi to me because you were planning. You're fattening the chicken so that you can slaughter it. You're planning to ask me for money. Guys, let's stop these things. Let's stop being pretentious. First of all, I'm not anybody's mother. I also have parents that I support. They don't need my support, but I support them because I owe them that. I have siblings that need things. I have nieces and nephews that need things. Diapers, sijui nini. I have people who are super close to me that need things like diabetes meters and those kind of things. So you coming to me trying to con me, because some of you are con men. You don't really need help. You've been told Jean is very generous. Can you come to me? Yet when I look at history, you've never talked to me on Facebook. The last time you said hi to me was 2012, and you're coming to me asking me to help you. Stop that. And I know I'm not the only one who can relate to this. Or you have those family members who will wake you up at 2 in the morning when you're trying to sleep. They wake you up. They call 50 times. When you finally answer, they're like, oh, I just saw this nice pair of shoes. I thought you would get it for me. Please, please. I'll block you. Or this nice pair of what. I'll block you. Pair of dress. Pair of pants or whatever. I'll block you. I only owe allegiance to my mom, dad, my sister, and my 2 brothers. The rest of you men, don't be in people's inbox asking women for loans. Stop it. Women, stop it. Stop giving this man for loan. If giving a man a loan is a measure of how much he loves you, then you have a problem too. In 2020, we left those things in 2019. 2020, we didn't see it coming, but COVID happened. COVID is happening to everybody, including Kenyans in the diaspora. Every month, you've given someone to start a business, money, capital to start a business, because you're pairing them up. We have this thing in our group where we pair we call Luo women queens. You pair 2 queens up, okay? You've set them up and they're starting their business. A month later, the business didn't go well. Jean, can you boost for me? What are you boosting when you're not business savvy? But then if you're not a business kind of person, leave it alone. Start farming. Start other things. And once someone, a good Samaritan, out of nowhere, money that you did not even expect, sends you some money and you start a business and then collapses, stop coming back to them. They're not your mom. They don't owe you nothing. You've never met. People need to stop this. The next video I'm gonna do is about con men and women, especially 2020. People have become con men because of COVID. There is no such thing as get rich quick. There's something shady happening behind the scenes. There's no such thing as, ooh, this is real. Like, for example, Bitcoin. Bitcoin came here kitambo in this country. It's not real. Yes, some of you are going to kill me in the comment section. Comment if you disagree with me. But Bitcoin, my friends joined Bitcoin and it's not working. So I don't know why people are dropping their money into that. But then I'm not the kind of person who will force you to get out of it. You learn by yourself, by your own mistakes, because some mistakes are better learned by experience. I remember some mistakes, people warned me, don't do 1, 2, 3, and I was like, no, let me learn by myself, and I learned the hard way. So right now I know I cannot repeat such a thing. Stop harassing people on social media. Social media is supposed to be interaction. Stop coming to strangers asking them for help. Just because you think you're handsome and you have this and you have this, that now you want this girl to help you, so that no. And by there I was told the new conning scheme. Someone asked me to talk about this. The new conning scheme is a guy goes and takes a loan, 200,000 or 300,000. They spoil you with this loan for 6 months, paying your rent, doing everything. After 6 months, when they know the money is about to be finished, now they're like, oh baby, oh, I'm going through a hard time. Business is not good, baby. Can you take a loan for me? Can we move in together? Next thing, they've moved into your house. Next thing, you've taken a loan for them. And then they default on the loan and you're stuck there paying that loan. Run, ladies, run. People are trying to survive in these COVID times, and it's so sad that people are using shady ways to survive. Don't allow people to misuse you and use you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the 30s, you need to cut down the amount of help you give relatives and friends. Have a little fund that you call donation. Because by the time you're 60, which is nearing very soon, nobody will be there to give you retirement benefits. Nobody will be there to help you when you're old and you can't help yourself. And especially if you don't have kids like some of us. You don't have a kid who will be like, oh, my mommy, let me help my mommy or my daddy. No, you don't have that. So you need to start organizing yourself financially. And you need to start cutting down expenses that you're using outside of yourself. It's time to now focus on you. I'm not saying abandon your parents. That is a curse. Don't do that. Don't let your parents suffer because you're trying to organize yourself. However, you also have to have boundaries and balances where you know that this is my budget. I'm able to afford this to give my parents. I'm able to do this. I'm able to do 1, 2, 3. Me, I'm the kind of person who would do anything for my parents, and that's okay. But I also have to learn how to control, because I can do anything for my parents. I can only help because I don't believe in tithing in church, by the way, because especially after the US elections, I've learned that the evangelicals are very fake. I'm one person who for several years, I've always believed into giving out there, helping out there. And maybe I also need to start giving to the Americans, the homeless people who've lost jobs because of COVID. It can't be Kenyans only. Because some Kenyans, you help them and it becomes an enabling. They keep coming back to you. Me, when I've helped you once, I want you to just disappear. Don't be coming back to me asking me for more money. No, I'm not your mom. I'm not your sibling. I'm not your relative. Just take whatever I gave you and do whatever you want. If you want to throw it in the ocean, that's your problem. But don't come back to me telling me more problems and wanting more money from me, especially if I don't know you. We just met and I was kind enough and it was within my budget. You know, some of us have a certain budget that, okay, this month, this is my income, I've done overtime, this is what I have. I can only use $50 to help people this month, or I can only use $100. Oh, I got unexpected income, so maybe I can use this amount to help people. But that doesn't mean you just come at me. I don't like people coming to me crying and saying, there's someone who so mad at me in the inbox. Jean, I've asked you for help so many times and you never help me, as if I'm your mother. I am not your mom. I don't owe you help. I don't owe you a kidney, liver, or anything. Back off. You don't know me, we've never met. So stop yelling at me. Let's stop this entitlement with people's money. Nobody owes you anything. But one thing I want us to know, dear Christians especially, I know I always have to preach. Always ask God to give you that brilliant idea, that good idea, that idea that will catapult you into millionaire status. Ask God to give you that one thing, that one idea, business. It could even be a proposal to a certain company, and this proposal is going to send you into that trajectory that you want, right? Yes, don't be that person who's just sitting and crying victim and hoping for donations. No, if you need to wash clothes, onge sunga. I know my Luo people like to say, me, to wash clothes. They'd rather stay hungry in the house than to wash clothes. My friend Anne once told me a story just recently, so don't say 500 bob is kidogo right now. Her mom gave this person 500 bob. This person had come to ask the mom for money, and the mom decided, no, asking you for money, you will come back next month. So what do you want to do to sustain yourself? I don't know. Anne's mother gave this 500 shillings, told this person, go and buy maca and start selling it in front of that school. Because teachers come from that school every evening and they want maca, they want things to take home. When you start making a profit, nunua nyanya, uweke hapo na kitungu. So the teachers would come from school, come to this person, buy maca, buy nyanya, buy kitungu, this little thing. Long story short, this person has a wholesale. Yes. So you can do it. Stop the atmosphere of dependency. Learn how to talk to God and tell, Papa, I'm tired of begging. I'm tired of suffering. I need you to give me a breakthrough. Maybe your breakthrough is that you will go to a certain person and this person will give you capital without asking for help. Without asking for it back. Just take the capital and start it. Once you're given money for capital, don't go start eating it and drinking it and see going where with it. Stop. This was unexpected money. You understand? So let's learn how to ask God to enable us to be fishers rather than eating the fish. Let's learn how to be the one fishing with the rod. You know, so some of the things I always see, and I'm just like, okay, you want to keep coming to me every month, until when? When do you expect these people to also have their own life, to be able to fend for themselves, rather than you coming to this same person every month? It's not easy for someone to take 1,000 shillings to give you. People always say, oh, 1,000 is kidogo. No, it's a lot of money. 1,000 shillings is a lot of money. I've seen the things 1,000 shillings can buy after the food drive. It's not kidogo. Even 200 bob that used to look like it's so small, Kenyans in diaspora, that's a lot of money. 200 can make a meal for a day, even two. I had someone complaining that I needed money from a relative and this relative gave me 100 bob. Did you have the 100 bob before they gave it to you? No. Take that 100 bob and zzz, because you didn't have it. Take that 100 bob and go buy sugar or something that you can eat. But don't go complaining that the relative gave you only 100 bob, yet you didn't even have it. So for me, this is a long conversation, but we had to talk about it because to me, I just feel like some of these shenanigans are happening. Oh, ati hao Kenya wa diaspora feeling too good, wamezima simu sahi, yet they're just washing us. At least, nimezima simu and I'm washing us. What are you doing? You're stuck at home, you're not doing anything, but you want to complain. But then me, I don't like complainers. In fact, victims and whiners, I don't like them to be in my space because I don't have that capacity or that room in my heart to allow negativity into it and whining and complaining. We're all going through something. If I start telling you the things I'm going through, hey, it's only that I don't trust you all. But if I have to say the challenges, some of the things in my head right now, most of them cost money. I can't do that. So today I woke up with a heavy heart because I'm just like, why do people expect so much from me or from some of my friends? Why do you expect so much from people? Nobody owes you. But they don't come to my inbox and start telling me how CG what happened, Nini, can I pay your rent? Pay your rent how? And also have bills to pay in this house. You tell me, Jean, I'm tired of this lifestyle. I would like to start a business that can flourish me, and this is the kind of business I've thought about. If I do this business, the profit margins are this, so I'll be able to do 1, 2, 3, and I'll be able to do 1, 2, 3. But don't come to me to pay your rent. To pay your rent, then next month you'll come again for me to pay your rent. No, stop. By the way, stop. I don't like it. And these people who go running around saying, Jean is the one who helps people. I help people by the grace of God because I get donations from members of Queens of the Nile. So like, for example, if there's someone who needs help, I don't have money, I say just a quick prayer, Papa, I don't have money, but I know you're going to provide so that this lady can be supported. And it happens. So don't be the kind of person who wants to, and then usiposaidiwa, ati, in Kijalu, Jamoki konya kom ngeruok. Oh, so people are being helped by who knows who. You're crazy. Yes, maybe it's by who knows who. Maybe your story is just not adding up. So what are you going to do? Are you going to beat people up? No, stop it. It's so overwhelming. I lost a very good friend, classmate in Kenya High, and I'm still like traumatized. Why? Because this somebody was so full of life. So full of life. Just wanted to live. People just want to live and enjoy life. So don't stress people with other burdens that don't need to be. We don't need stress for those kind of burdens. Just live. If someone can't help you, just believe God for somebody else who can come up and show up and help you. It's that simple. We will talk more about this, but for now, I feel like I've covered everything. Stop calling people. It will come to bite you in the ass. Yes, karma is real. I've seen people saying there's no such thing as karma. No, it's the Buddhists that call it karma, but it's something called what you've done for others will come back to you. It's simple. That's what karma is. And you've noticed it. Me, I know karma has beaten me because I did something in hindsight. Yes, and I forgot to apologize and it happened back to me. This was several years ago. So when you wrong somebody, apologize and make it right. Not just apologize, make it right. Because whatever you've done to this person will come back. It will locate you. We might not follow up. We might not know that it happened publicly, but privately, it happened. So stop. Yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this channel. I love you. I'm going to upload the part 2 of my journey to the US. But I'm also going to upload this right now because it's very relevant right now. Because right now, people are going through hell. People are going through a lot because of COVID. It's not just you only. Everybody, we're in this together. So don't harass people who are not able to help you. Just take it as, okay, they were not able to help me. That's fine. It's okay. Let's move on. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I don't want a very long video, but I hope you can watch this video to the end. I love you guys.